Sound like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go, let's go.
Shooting, lights out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome once again to another riveting, heart-wrenching rendition of Shooting Lights Out. It is analysis, strategy, and storytelling in the basketball world right at your fingertips, or actually your eyeballs, with the Playmaker, Darnell. Sallins. I am the EP of all EPs and the mad scientist extraordinaire. They call me Cole Johnson as well. And we are here on this wonderful day the Lord has made, the middle Monday in June, or the third Monday in June, June 15th, 2026. And we're going to break down all things WNBA. Of course, the finals, the NBA finals wrapped up. And we're going to have a couple of ins and outs and do's and don'ts. And we're going to have a nice surprise for you, too. Now, for those of you who join us from the Playmakerz Network YouTube channel, we thank you. For those who are tuning in to us live, as I should say, from the Playmakerz LinkedIn page, I thank you. Those of you who are listening to us live from the Real Wise Radio Network, we thank you as well. And we are sponsored by Fanatics Lids and Paramount Plus, amongst many others. So we thank you for being here. And ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. You're about to be entertained thoroughly on this episode.
Oh, the entertainment part he ain't lying about. He definitely ain't lying on that front.
No, definitely not. And shall I introduce the entertainment part that I know is about to go ham as soon as it happens? Or shall I wait?
Before you do that, we have somebody.
Shall I wait?
We have somebody we need to bring on, and it's better for you to do justice because this is your ace.
Yes. So I think it is not a surprise to any of us, of course, all of us basketball heads, that the new NBA world champions are the New York Knickerbockers. And our guest that we have for this episode is all too willing, all too happy, and all too overjoyed to share in his wonderful splendor and happiness and joy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my ace, one half of Mentality, the man who is in charge of Stuck in My Mind podcast, the man who is one half of the Poppy J and YSLF show, and the Real Wise Global CEO and the Real Wise Radio Network CEO and founder, Wilfredo Otero, aka Wise El Jefe.
I just did that for y'all special one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I should have done this.
Oh, no. Don't.
And now
I already got that today.
blazing a whole lot of trees because the Knicks have finally won their first championship in 53 years. Number 420, Wise El Jefe.
Actually,
Number 420.
hold on. I've been sick, so I haven't had to be. That was my first celebratory.
Oh, that was the first one
right now.
Wow.
Yes, I had, because I've been sick, so I hadn't been able to really partake. But yeah, but I figured I was coming on here. Let me partake before I come on. I did Snowman in the morning earlier. It was good. It was good to get back to doing some sport, talking sports, and especially when it concerns my New York Knicks. So yeah,
of course.
All right, before we dive into it, Mr. Johnson, we have a comment that everybody will be seeing as soon as they hop in on the show.
All right. Well, this is coming from the Playmakerz Network itself. It says with a trophy emoji, Knicks are champions. Did the Spurs lose the series in game 4?
I gotta answer.
Comment.
I gotta answer.
Like and subscribe as well.
We're gonna put that right there, and then when we get to it, we'll get to y'all answers because we're gonna.
I want to answer that now. I want to answer that now because everybody keeps saying the Spurs lost this series. No, my team played 48 minutes. Everybody else don't play 48 minutes. We played 48 minutes. The Spurs lost the series once they beat OKC. Saying
there was many in the Eastern. There's many Eastern Conference in the closer games. They didn't even play 12, let alone 48.
Listen, everybody want to keep getting. They want to keep getting the Spurs the flowers. Y'all need to show put some respect on my Knickerbocker's name because they did it the whole playoff. Everybody, we did this to everybody, especially those two bums that we swept.
You call the 76 and the Cavaliers bums?
Okay, I'm with it.
And understand
right now. So what are people saying? What are y'all talking about? Did the Spurs lose the series? No.
You know how people like to talk. We know how people like to talk, but but me and Cole I have my shot at this in the middle part of the show.
Hold on. Because now everybody want to hop on my boy JB, right? Everybody want to hop on him. Nobody was happy when they signed. I was probably one of the few people that was happy. Cole could tell you, I was happy when we got Jalen Brunson. I was celebrating.
Oh yeah,
I celebrated this. I'm like, oh, this is good. But everybody,
don't forget the signing. I remember when before the Knicks actually put their offer in.
What I was saying,
and this was like during that run that Mavericks had, and one of the first words out of your mouth was, "I hope the Knicks go after Jalen,
bro, because he's a winner. He is a winner. I don't care how tall he is. My man has won high school, college, now the pros.
Yep, 2 championships in college.
You're gonna put some respect on his name. Now everybody, oh yeah. Like Stephen A. You shouldn't even be celebrating with us. You shouldn't even be celebrating with us because you was one of the first ones. Jalen Brunson, no, y'all go like Stephen A. You need to kick rocks. There's a bunch of other people that need to kick rocks. Becky Hammond got nothing but love and respect for you, but kick rocks. Only
Nick Cannon,
let's bet. Listen, he's too small, but my boy Perk. Told her, Big Body Brunson is that dude. KP been talking to him. KP's been the only dude saying something.
Yeah. Becky Hammond did say that
y'all gonna
he was too small to
my boy's name. Y'all gonna
too small to be a champion, and now she's gonna eat them words. Although I love her.
What guard is better than my man now? Tell me who. Because chips talk.
Well, right now, none.
Chips talk. Like Donovan Mitchell can't say nothing to me. Can't say nothing to my boy JB. James Harden most definitely can't say nothing.
Oh boy.
Thank the Lord.
Lord, why you brought that name up? Oh boy.
Everybody y'all want to disrespect my man. Y'all want to keep disrespecting him even after he dropped 45 points in the clinching game.
Not just a clinching game, a championship clinching game.
Nah, man. Nah, listen. Y'all know how I feel about my Knicks. And from day one, I've been talking about how he's been that guy. Because I knew what we was getting. Mm-hmm. We was getting a winning pedigree.
Oh, you good. Because we going to break it down today. It's going to get broken down today. And I'll share my thoughts when we get to that part. And then Cole Johnson, he will finish it off at the end of the show with his thoughts.
I just had to let that out, man, because
you're good. You're the champion. You're the champion on the program.
You have to understand, he hasn't had a platform to actually just let loose like this.
Now, but we will listen. Now I got my set schedule. I got the shift that I wanted. I got the days off. Not so good, but they work for me. But we're gonna have to work a schedule out. But yeah, man, I'm back, man. I'm back.
All right. Well, you heard it from the man. If he's back, that means Metallica's
he's
coming back
back.
very, very
He's
soon.
back.
Listen,
man.
Speaking somebody.
Oh, and we got a lot of stuff to say
listen.
on that program.
And off the subject, because it's not even basketball related. I got to respond to this. That dumb idiot from UFC, whatever his name is, I don't know who the hell he is. He taking too many blows to the head. But to disrespect Michelle Obama the way he did, I ain't got time for that, man. Oh, Michelle, listen, my man, stop taking punches to the face. Go ahead, man. Go ahead with that. You can take me off.
Michelle Obama's a band. What the? Never mind.
Bro, and Joe Rogan didn't even give that any of them.
Yeah.
Any of them. But you know what? I don't care. Our
Mr.
Knicks
Johnson,
champions.
That means you need to go ahead and set up a mentality episode for this one.
Oh, no, that's coming.
Bruh, when mentality come back, we are coming back blazing. Guns are blazing. There's going to be everyone catching strays. Everybody.
That's the way we do it. I'm gonna love it.
Catching strays.
So we got Cole Johnson. We got Cole Johnson ace on the program. We got my boy who lives up in Brooklyn.
That would be Dre, who also is as happy as Wise is, and a fellow Brooklynite as well.
Dre, these dudes, they don't know Dre. Yeah, there's a bunch of fake fans out there, man. Nah, I wasn't. You know it.
This is a bean green.
And of course, to your Stephen A. comment.
Stephen A. Smith, fake fan in all caps.
Yeah, bro.
And Dre representing New York. He had a Statue of Liberty emoji, orange heart emoji, and a blue heart emoji.
Listen, they don't know. They don't know what they just did, man. They just New York is lit.
But why? Well, wait. I thought Stephen A. Smith was your man, though, bro.
No, please. We ain't never said my man. Don't even play me like that, bro. You ain't never.
And already know we could be talking a whole lot about Stephen A. Smith on the mentality too.
I don't even want to speak on that dude no more, man. He got enough big enough. He got a bigger platform. He don't need me speaking on him. I move on, man. I ain't got nothing to say to that dude. Now he want to be all with a championship hat. Hey, yo, y'all need to stop with these fair weather friends, man. Like, yo,
Jalen Brunson the one that gave it to him, so.
Nah, fair weather fans. Wow.
JB got to be politically right, man. He got to go. Me, I'm gonna speak the truth. My man is a fair weather fan. Like, he ain't been suffering like us, man. Get out of here.
That's the part I do hate when he say they have nobody suffer. I follow a team who's never won a title and has been there twice. Okay, that's suffering.
You know, he actually did, and he actually, unlike Wise, he actually did see the last time the Knicks won a championship. So yeah,
I didn't listen. I've experienced 2 championship losses, man. Spurs and Rockets.
Yeah, Spurs and the Rockets.
The Rockets one, I don't remember exactly where I was at because it was my college, my high school. That
was like mid-June.
So yeah, it was the high school with my high school prom, whatever.
Oh man,
prom night. Yeah, it was prom night, and all the guys were in the bathroom listening to the championship game.
Not prom night. Dang.
Yeah, prom night. We went out. Listen, the Knicks was in the finals, bruh.
And you understand they were up 3-2, and John starts hitting everything he threw us.
That game.
If it were for an Elijah Wan fingernail, we'd be actually talking about the Knicks being world champs in 1994.
And then for 99, Patrick gets his wrist broken, and it's downhill for that. Like, come on, Camby couldn't hang by himself with David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
No.
Come on, now if we would have had our own Twin Towers with Spreewell and Houston, it would have been different. But now we listen. My props to the Spurs for making it. They still a young team. Mitch Johnson is a phenomenal young coach. He's still learning.
He is.
Right? To get
but
him
he got out-coached.
Listen, yes, Mike Brown out-coached him. You can see the experience was there. Like Mike Brown was doing like every half there was a different element where he did something that altered the game. Like game 4 was putting Jose Alvarado and Brunson together.
Brilliant move. That was a brilliant move.
That's what they needed at that moment.
Going small. That was a brilliant move.
So
that was a brilliant move.
It was like at every time, like everybody was like, and they didn't lead none of the first halves.
No,
right?
They trailed in every
first half. They trailed,
Mhm.
but it was those adjustments in the second half, which Tibbs would have not probably done. Like, how could Brody play the biggest 2 minutes of his life for 2 minutes and got a key block? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. We had a team where a dude that was on the end of the bench came in for 2 minutes and did something important.
Yeah,
you have to say we don't have a superstar. No, you know what we have? We have a team.
Well, you have a superstar. But you have both. You have a superstar and a team.
We have a superstar. I know we have a superstar, but I'm saying what the media is saying.
Well, you already know the media.
Bro, he's the king of New York. Mom, I told you, if he wins, he is the king of New York.
Oh, he's the king of New York for a long time. I don't give a crap if the Yankees win World Series,
king of New York.
Giants win Super Bowls, or Jets win Super Bowls, or even if Rangers win Stanley Cup. It don't matter.
I've experienced Yankees, even the Mets. Mm-hmm. I've experienced the Rangers winning, Giants.
You've been to Giants a few times.
I experienced Giants 4 times. I've experienced Giants 4 times. That's you know what I'm saying? We go so, but this one I ain't never experienced this.
Yeah, I've said this. I've said this in many other circles, and you can disagree with me all you want, Wise, but I don't think you will. Every other championship is great. The fact the Knicks have won one,
bro, it is
makes
sweet.
Everything else pale in comparison.
It is sweet. This is sweet. Because if anything, listen. If anything, if any team is New York City, is the Knicks.
It's the Knicks. Yeah, it's the Knicks.
Well, let's get into it. So, because Mr. Johnson, he has somebody to flame right about now. So, Mr. Johnson, go ahead and introduce our first subject.
I would never do such a thing. That's not in my repertoire. Let's go around the hardwood.
All right, Mr. Johnson, it's all yours.
And since Wise brought up his name, I'm going to bring up his name even further. Why? Because the current Cavaliers point guard, James Harden, he was arrested the night the Knicks won the championship. Well, the morning hours that the Knicks won the championship in the city where I reside now in Houston. And he is charged with a misdemeanor of unlawfully carrying a weapon. Now, according to Harris County court records, Harden was taken into custody at almost 4 a.m. when a handgun was observed on the seat of a car he owns. Now, the gun was not holstered, and it was in plain view. This was according to the records. Now, he was booked about 5 o'clock in the morning and was released after paying a $100 bond. Now, his arraignment is scheduled for June 22nd, which is next Monday, according to the clerk's office website. Harden is listed as a Houston resident, which he has been since 2012. And I wish he does not want to return. I'm sorry. The Cavaliers said in a statement, quote, "The Cleveland Cavaliers are still wiping our behinds after that butt whooping the Knicks gave us." I'm sorry, that's not in the quotes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Woosah. The Cleveland Cavaliers are aware of the arrest of James Harden this morning and are in the process of gathering additional information. We are in contact with James and his representation and will continue to monitor developments as they become available. At this time, we will have no further comment. Close quote. The representatives for Harden declined to comment. I won't.
I will.
All right, I'll cede the floor to you, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, I will. Yo, how you get arrested? How you get arrested in an open carry state? Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, yo, dudes be just stupid. How you get arrested in an open carry state?
I didn't even have to say it.
I'm not even from Texas, and I know this.
I didn't even have to say it.
I wish New York was an open carry state. I wish upon this. At least here in Pennsylvania, that little bit they give us a conceit. That's great. But man, I don't understand dudes sometimes, man.
The nail on the head, because that's exactly what I was going to say. It's open carry state, but you get arrested. I'm like, how is this possible,
bro? I don't like. Oh my god!
How stupid can you be? Oh my gosh!
And I'm all for Second Amendment rights. Like I am a gun owner. I am a gun owner. So, like, no, my man. Hey, holster your weapon. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either.
All right. That's what I had to say.
Well, since he touched on one part of what I was going to say, because that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, open carry state, you still find a way to get arrested. But anyway, for all of you dummies who want to claim that James Harden has been overlooked and overshadowed and not been respected enough, I've been telling you, this dude's head is stuck so far up his behind that he could probably tell you what he ate or drank for dinner last night. I mean, this dude is just so concerned with his own world that he doesn't have the ability to make others around him better. We saw that every year ever since 2012.
My man's a choke artist, man. He is a choke artist.
We have seen it since then, and every year since then, we have seen it. Every single May, ever since 2013, because of 2012, he actually got to June. Well, of course, that's because he had wonderful teammates such as Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, who dragged him to the finals. But May of 2013 and every May since then, we have seen him, as my wonderful, esteemed ace said, choked away every single time. And this is the focus or lack thereof is what really upsets me about him. It always has and it always will. And unfortunately, this incident here just proves point made for me. He just doesn't have the focus, and he does boneheaded things like this. Now, of course, he's not concerned because he's potentially going to be a free agent at the end of June. Now, he has a $42 million player option decision he must make, and he has to do that by June 29th, but only 13 of that is guaranteed. Now, it's been expected that Harden would opt out the contract and sign a new multi-year deal in Cleveland, and that's where he was traded back in February. Now, the 36-year-old averaged 19 points and 5 assists during the playoffs and helping the Cavaliers reach the Eastern Conference Finals, where they got promptly swept and beaten down by the now world champion Knicks.
But if you let analytics speak, they won.
Oh, good Lord! If I hear Kenny Atkinson say, "Well, yeah, out those 4 games, we actually should have won 3 of them," son, where's you now? Did you even hoist up the Eastern Conference trophy, let alone the World Championship? No, shut up. Lord have mercy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Correction. He didn't say they should have won. He actually said we actually won 2 of the 3 games.
He needs to eat a dick. Anyway, thank you for that correction. But yeah, he needs to wrap his mouth around something cylindrical and fleshy. I'll put it like that. Well, the Cavaliers got promptly swept out the playoffs by the Knicks, who are the world champs. We'll touch on how they became the world champs later on in the program. But they, and this might not make my ace happy, they are not the favorites to win next year. Heading into an offseason that could see at least one superstar on the move. Now, the 3 teams that are considered to be better than the Knicks, the Spurs, the Thunder, and Wise's favorite team, the Celtics, have better odds to win the 2027 NBA World Championship than the Knicks, This is not according to me. This is not according to Playmaker. This is according to sports books around the US of A. Now, the Knicks are plus 650 at DraftKings. Now, after an up and down regular season, the Knicks entered the postseason at 17-1 odds to win the title, and they became the third biggest long shot to capture the crown in the last 50 years, according to Betting Archive Sports Odds History.com. Now, the Knicks got off to a rocky start, obviously. First round against the Hawks, being down 2-1. But then they proceeded to win every single game other than game 3 of the NBA Finals after that. And they clinched their first championship since 1973. And I was only 2 weeks old when that happened. They capped off the run by knocking off the favorite Spurs in 5 games with the by far the largest point differential of 283 in a postseason run in NBA history that's going to go down in the annals as one of the best ever. Now, despite their dominance, the oddsmakers still have the Knicks behind the Spurs. They're ranked at 250, the Thunder ranked at 260, and the Celtics ranked at 550. And this is entering an offseason, which could see Giannis Antetokounmpo on the move. Now, prediction market Kalshi says that the Heat and the Celtics are the biggest bidders for Antetokounmpo. That's if he decides to leave the Bucks. The Heat are now 40-1 favorites to win next year. The Bucks are 250-1. Your thoughts on the Knicks wise being how can I put it? Disrespected.
We're not worried about it. Listen. Yes, is the roster going to be the same? Most of it, yes. We're going to change things up because there's people impending. Like we might lose Mitch. That would be. I hope not, because he's the longest tenured Knick. We still got to worry about Landry Shamet, and people are going to come after him because he had a great finals. Playoff run. Jordan Clarkson, I think we might be able to keep him, and I'm cool with that. He played his part.
Is McBride up?
Yeah. No, I think he just signed. He just signed up a 3-year deal, so McBride is fine.
Because I'm thinking that's also a key piece that you'll need to have him.
Yeah, no, he's staying. He ain't going nowhere. But we have to re-sign Mitch and Shamet. Like Clarkson, he's all right. I'm good with he can return. I'm good with him returning. But I really think we need Shamet and Mitch back because they play big roles defensively, and Shamet also plays great defense, and he's that spark off the bench offensively. So those are 2 big free agents that we need to keep. Hopefully our young boys start developing and start learning from this, not thinking that this is something that happens every year.
Right.
But yeah. Listen, we're gonna. It's gonna be. Do I feel we can win again next year? I feel like we win every year, but that's just me being a fan. It's hard to repeat. Like it's not easy repeating, man. This is one sport. Like we've had a different champion. What, the past 8 years?
Yes, 8 years, 8 different champions.
8 different, like the
past 8 years.
Besides what we saw in the 90s with Jordan and the Celtics and Lakers and all that, and then the little mini run that Shaq and Kobe had, and then the Spurs. Like right now, the NBA is the most competitive I've ever seen, right? Because
the parity's
as far as winning, like every last 8 years, like prior to that, we was having repeat champions. Like we had the Warriors repeat, we had the Spurs repeat. We've had a lot of repeats, but not the last 8 years.
Yeah,
that tells you something. That tells you that teams are really truly have a shot if you build the team correctly.
Yeah.
You sports bookers. You could even let the Knicks get to their parade first before you want to go ahead and throw out the odds.
Listen, we are the best team, right? Those guys have the superstars on their team. They have the Jason Tatums, they have the Wemby, they have the SGA. We got the captain. That's all I care about. Like, because this man, he embodies what Kobe was. He is a disciple of Kobe. Let me put it that way. His mentality is that Mamba mentality. It's you put it in front of me, I'm gonna knock it down. And after every game, what did the Knicks say? It's 0-0.
Yeah.
Every Knicks player you spoke to,
it's about the next game.
It's 0-0.
Yeah, it's about the next game.
Even after
we ain't done anything yet.
OG had that phenomenal block and the tip, the right hand of God.
Yeah, the right handed God tip. Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
What he said? Yo, I'm not all right. Yeah, the grade was great, but we still got another.
Job's
game.
not done. Yeah, job's not done. Yeah.
Like when Kobe said when they was Kobe, hey, you're up 2-0. Why aren't you smiling? Job
not finished.
Not finished.
We win.
Not finished.
Oh, is it finished? We not finished. And that's where everyone on this team. That's the mentality everybody had.
Mm-hmm.
Cole, this is my problem.
Okay.
The off season didn't even start yet.
Wait. You said before you continue. You said something. You said we didn't even have to pray it. They didn't even have their GMA appearance as champs yet, and this article comes out.
This already has been talked that it is more likely that Giannis is leaving Milwaukee. Can we wait for that to happen first, and then we can figure out the odds?
Listen, I don't care where Giannis go, right? Because again. It don't matter. We are the champs. They can say whatever they want. We are the champs. So until next year, someone dethrones us, we are still the champs. I'm like, I don't care. Y'all can trade Giannis to the moon. I don't care.
Not to the moon.
The Bucks didn't win with Giannis since that last championship. What makes you think he go to Miami? He gonna make a difference?
No, my point is the effect that they already want to throw the eyes out. Like we ain't even hit the off season yet.
Listen, I am so happy. Listen, everybody want to talk. Oh, Luka this, Luka that. Luka don't play D. The Lakers will never win a championship with Luka. Never.
Unless they get a defensive specialist, that's not going to happen.
They will never win a championship with Luka. And I'm glad. I'm happy. No one deserves it any better than the Lakers.
Like this is like I need the sports.
Throwing shade on the Lakers.
I'm gonna throw everybody's catching strays, bro. Everybody. Everyone will catch. I'm telling you. Listen, when mentality comes back, y'all better all tune in.
My team been catching strays ever since their big collapse.
All right. So the problem with your team is,
and I'm the one who started it.
Yeah.
Oh, Cole tell you, he was waiting for that episode.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry you had another three. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
It is what it is. You can go ahead and say it is what it is. They've been catching strays with left and right. Me.
As unfortunately as they should. Now, the second tier of the contenders for DraftKings 2027 title odds would be the Pacers and the Nuggets. They're 28-1 odds, followed by the Timberwolves, the Pistons, the Cavaliers, and the aforementioned Lakers. All of them are 30-1.
All right, I got shots for every single one of them. Right? Every single one of those teams.
Now the Kings
they all got issues. They all got issues. Like that's not fit. Let's not sugarcoat it. The Pacers, whatever. Like Terry Halliburton, he's a great point guard.
It's about him. It's about his health. Yeah.
He's coming back from injury.
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't that good. They're all right. They're okay. But they lost in the finals. So they're losers.
Oh,
What's nothing to say? You lost. All right, the Celtics won a chip. I got to give Jason Tatum his flowers. He won a chip. But what have you done for me lately besides get hurt?
Well, you got Jalen Brown putting kiwi on people's jerseys. I'm sorry.
I knew you.
Jalen Brown. I think that should be Jalen Brown's team personally. But they don't.
It's not.
It's not.
It should be, but it's not, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Who else is there? What Lakers?
Lakers.
The Lakers.
Yeah, Cavaliers, Pistons, and
Like,
Timberwolves.
And a 40-year-old LeBron, please.
Oh, this is great.
And look, see,
This is Christmas come early for me.
McCarthy must have been reading my mind because he bought it. He just, yeah. No, I'm like, yeah, no.
This is Christmas come early for me. I'm loving this.
And listen, and even remember when I had said, when we won the in-season tournament, Cole remembers, right? When I said the in-season tournament thing. But then when we won, people were upset at us because we didn't want to hang the banner. And
you didn't want to hang the banner.
I remember that, right? I was like, nah, we ain't that chip ain't nothing. And that's not what we want. People are like, oh, they disrespecting the league because they didn't want to hang the banner. No, because that's not the banner we want to hang.
They want to hang. Which that's the right attitude. It's like, no, we don't want to hang a BS regular banner.
When I heard that, I knew this team wanted it.
Yeah.
Dre's already on one.
Oh, look, Dre, and keep it coming, my brother. He says, Luka is the Caitlin Clark of the NBA, all offense. Zero defense.
Bro, my man couldn't guard
defense. Yeah.
Listen, my man couldn't catch a cold. Like he's the guy. My man is trash as a great offensive player.
One of the greatest offensive players I've ever seen.
My man don't want to play D. He don't even make an effort.
No.
You don't like that's like if you like people say whatever they say about Brunson, but my man takes charges. Like he's the king of taking a charge.
Yes.
That helps defensively.
Mm-hmm.
My man is putting his body like I better stop with this, man.
Yeah, and shout out to, of course, Dre. Dre, he has a wonderful podcast of Official Day with Dre Day podcast.
I'm about to check that out, Dre. Don't worry. I'm gonna subscribe to your podcast, bro. I gotta support my fellow Brooklynite.
Yeah, fellow Brooklynite, and all things WNBA, that dude knows. And you got, of course, one Mr. Ryan McCarthy, one half of No Credentials Acquired. And he says,
that's in there too.
He says, oh, and this title saves Wise from becoming a pom-pom waving fan of Okay.
Oh, he wasn't never coming to New York. Like
I know he wasn't.
He wasn't.
He was. We don't want him.
He wasn't. But that was in reference to something I think I heard Wise say on Snowman in the Morning, where I asked if ever LeBron was a member of the Knicks.
I did say I would be a pom-pom waving fan. Yes, I did.
I said he'd be a pom-pom waving then.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh, no. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I didn't say it, but that's because he's on my Knicks, right? Saying once you wear that orange and blue, saying it's different. I can't be like, oh, F LeBron. No, I can't, because I'm not saying F the Knicks. I can't do that. So yes, I did say I would be a pom-pom waving, but I don't. That saves me. That's Brian. I don't have to say that now. Yes, I don't have to be a pom-pom waving fan. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Well, right. For those who are unaware, the Kings, they have the longest title odds of the offseason. They're listed.
That's just disrespectful. That's just disrespectful.
Listen, the Kings are a misrun organization, right? And I'm glad Mike Brown was able to spank De'Aaron Fox. Because De'Aaron Fox is the one who cost me a job in Sacramento. I'm saying,
yeah,
because he had them going in the right direction.
He did.
But some of these young people they just think they know everything. And Mike Brown has grown as a head coach, right? He's grown and taken like the moves he made, every adjustment he made every half was key. There was always something he did to, like, every half there was something, a new wrinkle he added that made a difference at the end of the game. If you look at every half, the Knicks made an adjustment. Yeah. Like defensively, they put the screws down.
Mm-hmm.
And it was everybody who was on the court. If you stepped on that court, you was playing some D.
All right.
To make Wise feel at home. Pause. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Man, pause. Listen. you know how I feel about that stupid ass game. Like, man, I'm a grown ass man. I don't be thinking. But when I say something, I don't be thinking what you think it means, man. No. Come on, stop that.
I think
it's grown ass man. I think it's just stupid. I think it's just stupid. It is just as pause. So I ain't gonna be saying pause every. Man, I said what I said. If you don't like it, then Man, please, miss me with that. Like I'm getting like the more I'm real, I'm like, man, like what the hell is the pause game? Like,
I don't understand that.
yeah, like no, that's just people.
Are we that homophobic? I'm like,
Yeah, insecurities, man. It's just insecurities. Yeah.
And that would conclude Around the Hardwood. Oh my.
Absolutely right, Ryan. There's no divas on the Knicks. They embodied what New York City is, man. Like, as much as people want to say New York is Wall Street and all this, like the city itself is a blue collar town, man.
Yeah, that's a bit of New York, Wall Street.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go, Cole, if you want to read the comment.
Okay, Mr. McCarthy, Ryan, he says, look, Mike Brown doesn't have any divas playing on that squad, which that is true. He doesn't. Everyone on that team just wants to win. Yeah. And when you have that, you will have what we witnessed with the Knicks, a team that just plays as one.
And before we go to break, Dre's already caught in the opening night.
Oh, opening night, he sees it's going to be Knicks. Is that at Celtics or at Madison Square Garden opening night? Book it.
Listen, it don't matter where it's at. Like, I want opening. I want banner hanging night. That's what I know I won't be able to take. But since now, like, so for many who don't know, I'm back in New York, but I come home to PA on my days off. Right. So if I can get tickets to the Knicks game opening night, yeah, man, hell yeah.
I know it's going to be like a Tuesday night sometime mid-October, so yeah, it'll be that.
All right, more of y'all comments and more fun stuff. We just getting started, so stick around. We'll be back.
Oh,
The action doesn't stop when the game ends. With Paramount Plus, stream live sports, hit originals, blockbuster movies, and your favorite shows all in one place. From championship moments to must-watch entertainment, Paramount Plus has something for everyone. Start streaming today with Paramount Plus, available through the Playmakerz network.
Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying, but this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe, Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Big game today? Don't spend it in the kitchen. Community delivers fresh, chef-crafted meals straight to your door so you can spend less time cooking and more time enjoying the action. Whether it's football season, basketball season, or fight night, Cook Unity has you covered. Fill your day with Cook Unity. Get started today through the Playmakerz network.
All right, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out here. As is NBA Finals are finished. The WNBA is continuing on, pursuing their season. This is where we go to next as we do the first of our two fast break.
That this guy is shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal.
Rebound by Adams, his sixth. Morant blows by Primo. Attack.
And welcome to the fast break presented by Cookie Uden. Get 50% off on your first week with chef crafted meals. Cook Unity, 50% off. Enjoy your meal. Mr. Johnson.
Unity.
It's obvious this weekend for the WNBA. There was no question what the game of the weekend was. There was no question.
And that would be beautiful beam footage. Roll that. There we go. It's the Aces hosting the Lynx. Good nip and tuck game. The Aces really had control of it for most of it. 100-97 was the final score. It looks like the Aces have solved their problem of not winning home games. The best player on the planet, otherwise known as A'ja Wilson, she finished the game with 24 points, 10 boards, and 3 blocks. And Olivia Miles for losing Lynx, 29-4, 4 rebounds. For her, both teams now are knotted at 10-3. The Aces improved to 10-3. The Knicks drop to 10-3. Now, the Aces, they snapped the Lynx 8-game winning streak, and they move 1 game closer to the Commissioner's Cup berth. Chelsea Gray added 23 for the Aces. Why'd you have to make me ill about that Commissioner's Cup crap?
I gotta speak facts, right?
Yeah, you speak facts, but it don't mean that it ain't ill.
If it's facts, it's facts. Ain't nothing I can do about it.
A cup, a regular season cup.
Ain't nothing I can do about it.
It is. I can't talk because my team won the in-season tournament themselves and then came out champs. Like it's a way to add excitement to the regular season, right? Am I a big fan of it? But listen, they need to draw more. This is just them trying to draw more attention to the league, get it going, and they're headed in the right direction, right? You have some key cornerstones as far as players, right? You have A'ja Wilson, who's phenomenal. You have my girls in New York with Liberty. You have Bree Stewart, and so you have these players that you can market around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, they do.
So,
Olivia Miles is literally running away with Rookie of the Year right now.
Yeah, I think we might have another star in the making with her. Yeah.
This is the first meeting with the defending champs. In their building.
Doggone good. Yeah. In their building looked pretty doggone good. Yeah.
Listen, they only lost by 3.
Like Olivia Miles is on one, and there's a lot.
To see the score, right? Like they're improving on their offense, right? And you're seeing much games with much higher scores, because that's what people want to see. They want to see offense. So now being able to see a game like this, it's just impressive.
My question for Dre and Cole Johnson: what happens when the queen of Minnesota comes back?
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to carve some room for Collier when she does get back. But I think the Lynx are in a good position to where they don't have to throw her back and say, "You are the number one woman. You got to run the team."
That's a good problem to have, man.
Problem to have, yeah.
Where are we gonna get all these? How are we gonna get everybody all these minutes? But to have a perennial all-star come back, and with this player developing, listen, that's just 2 dogs. You got to guard them. Listen, there's enough of that rock for it to go around. People got to stop thinking that it's just superstars that win you championships, man. And in any sport, it's a team sport.
And Dre put it exactly how I thought he was gonna put it.
What he said: "Scary times with an ellipses when Queen Fee."
And I agree. They 10-3 without her.
No, I agree. But I don't think now, and Wise actually hit it even more on the head. They don't have to rush her back and now they can ingratiate her slowly but surely. But you already know, I mean, this is a woman who was in contention for the MVP last year and was, of course, the number one player on the best team records regular season wise in the WNBA last year. So you know she's going to do some damage. You already know when she gets back on the court, she's going to do some damage. She's one of the top 5 players in the WNBA, hands down. So yeah.
Listen, it's a good problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, but again, it's our job in the media, right, to really, what are they going to do when she comes back? Internally, they're probably happy that she's coming back, right? Yes, they can work her in slowly and build up her minutes, everything. But now she has that partner in crime now that can help take them to that next level, right? She stepped up when she had to step up, and so to me, it's a great time. It's a great thing, right? To have that other option, to have someone else step up when you're going, and now when you're back, that player continues to be one of the best at what they're doing. Like it's us in the media wanting to make something that probably in-house isn't an issue.
Well, to extrapolate on your point, since you celebrating your Knicks, that was a similar problem. People were thinking, well, all right, you got Brunson, you got Karl Anthony Towns when he wants to show up, when he doesn't want to show up. Does Brunson really have any help? And then we see the offensive, because he's already been that dude defensively, the offensive emergence of one OG Anunoby.
Yeah. And when we made the switch to Towns being the hub, it unlocked a whole new offense, right? Because now he's dropping 6-7 dimes a game.
Yeah. Point center.
So now Wemby is playing up top, because Wemby got to be up top because he can shoot the rock.
Mm-hmm.
So now you expand it. So it opens up the offense so much more. And now Brunson is getting beat up all the month. So for me, it was just, it's like anything, man. If you have the players that are willing to sacrifice their egos for the team, then that team has nothing. Like look at Vegas, right? Yes, Asia Wilson is the star, right? And Kelsey Plum needed this spotlight, so she went to LA because she wanted to be the star. Whatever reason she. Everyone recognizes Asia, but that team is a team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a team. Yes, she's the star, but she don't act like it, right? Yes, she does her commercials and stuff, but she is humble. Whereas there's other people's that are overhyped and can't stay on the court, and they ain't win jack. But just a great white hype. They want to push her up. Nah, man. Like, you need to promote this woman here. Because
you ain't lying. You ain't lying. He's not lying. So that's the shooting lights out game of the weekend from the WNBA. Mr. Johnson, to the quick hits.
Dropping them mics. Go ahead, Wise. All right. So on Saturday,
strays, bro. Everybody catching the strays.
So on Saturday, we actually have. Well, I'll go to the other game later. So on Saturday, you had the Mercury. They hosted the Sparks. Unfortunately, the Mercury came up woefully short. 111-102 was the final score. The aforementioned Kelsey Plum, she clocked in with 43. She outdid Kalia Copper, with 41 in the first ever 40-point duel between two WNBA players, which that is
wow.
At 30 years, and the 30th year we finally come to that. So yeah, it just shows you the growth of the league. Absolutely. On Sunday, we had the expansion team Tempo hosting the Dream from Atlanta. Unfortunately, they came up horribly short. 102-77. Alicia Gray showing you why she is someone you need to really pay attention to. 24 points, 7 dimes, and Angel Reese gave you 15 and 17 with the drubbing that the Dream gave the Tempo. Oh, and
then Cole's favorite game.
The Wings, my favorite WNBA team. They went to Portland to play the Fire and got burned. 84-83. Bridget Carlton led the Fire, I should say, with 20 points. All 5 Fire starters with 10 points. It looks like, and this is not Dallas or Wing shade, it looks like if the Wings want to take the next step, they need to invest in having some timely defense. And that might be the problem as to why they will not make the playoffs this year. Not saying they are or not, just saying that could be an issue. But yes, that's my favorite game for this week in the WNBA.
And then the scoreboard sweep.
Because I like the Fire.
Yeah, shut up.
So you have the Mystics. They beat down the Tempo as well. And you have the Valkyries, who decided to calm the storm. Those games were on Friday. On Saturday, you had the Fever, not catching one, but they beat down the Sun. And on Sunday, you had the Mystics not fare so well, and they lost to Wise's and Playmakerz Liberty.
Yes. Good job, Liberty. And by the way, that game clinched the Commissioner's Cup berth for the New York Liberty. So
who gives a crap?
It's either Minnesota or Las Vegas wise that we will be seeing for the Commissioner's Cup.
Hey.
Commissioner's Cup.
But we're not done just yet. We'll go ahead and go to the games to watch in the WNBA tonight. Speaking of the Aces.
Speaking of Aces, they traveled down to the Metroplex. They play the Wings. 8 p.m. tip-off, all times Eastern.
Gentlemen, I'm forgetting. Oh, sorry, I got to interrupt, but I have to go. I forgot I got a show to do. I've been enjoying this so much. I still have stuck in my mind to do, buddy.
Oh, wow. Oh, well.
I appreciate
I hope you have a great show, brother.
Have a great show, man.
It's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Later.
Got to catch up, man. See you.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, man. Wise El Jefe, ladies and gentlemen. It gets no better for me when I have that brother on the broadcast with me. I wish he could stay the rest of the show, but I totally understand. You have the Aces. They will be going to the Metroplex. They're playing the Wings, all times to Eastern, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. on the Central Time Zone side, local time. That game will be televised on USA. You have the Fire. They will be going to the Twin Cities to play the Lynx. You're going to get torched by the Cats. They also will have an 8 p.m. Eastern, but 7 p.m. local time tip-off there. Now, you have on the West Coast the Sparks traveling up north, California up north, to play the Valkyries. 10 p.m. is the tip-off there. It will be on the NBC networks, Peacock and NBC Sports Network.
That's today. Then tomorrow.
And tomorrow you have the Tempo going to the Midwest to play the Indiana Fever. Tip-off there is at 7 p.m., and the game could be watched on the USA Network.
So that is your WNBA coverage for today's show.
That this guy is shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal. James with the stop.
Rebound by Adams, his sixth. Morant goes by Primo. Attack.
All right, that was part one of the fast break, but that doesn't matter because for the rest of the show, it's all about the NBA Finals.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Sometimes it's not even about the jerseys. It's the hat that sets it off. Snapbacks, fitties, chokers, whatever your style is, that's how you rep your team every day. If you're looking to upgrade your collection or find your next go-to cap, we got you covered. Hit the link in the description and shop the latest styles right now through Lids. Every team, every style, every day. Top off your fit the right way.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Looking for more than just a game? Paramount Plus brings you live sports, exclusive originals, blockbuster movies, and can't miss series all in one place. Watch the moments everybody is talking about, anytime, anywhere. Stream more with Paramount Plus. Available through the Playmakerz network. And welcome back to Shooting Lights Out here. And if Ryan and Dustin want to let me know, is y'all still doing tonight or y'all doing tomorrow? Because I know they be going back and forth sometimes. Oh, by the way, you left somebody out in our group of Liberty fans, sir.
I'm sorry. Also, the Brooklyn Knight himself, one Mr. Dre Day, Sportswear Dre Day.
Brooklyn Knight.
Yes, he is a fan of the Brooklyn Liberty too.
Don't you start doing that. Don't you start doing that.
Well, I mean, they reside from Brooklyn. I mean, that's where they are now.
It's still New York.
Man, why it's hyped me up.
All right, here we go. I'm not playing the intros again. I don't care. We're going straight to it.
And now it is time to talk about the end of the NBA Finals and the end of the 2026 NBA campaign. Well, the stage definitely was set. Oh my gosh. So, of course, game 3 was the Spectacle Bowl, where you had the commander. Well, I'll go over there. I'll set the game stage first. So the series shifted to New York after the Knicks took the first 2 in San Antonio. The Knicks actually had a comfortable lead at halftime, and they were up by as much as 7 in the third before the Spurs seized control of the game. The final score of that was 115-111. Victor Wembanyama, who basically was handcuffed this whole series and that series thus far, actually had the best game of the series. 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. OG Anunoby, who that dude has shown that he is a stud in the making on both ends of the floor. 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Wembanyama needed to have that type of performance for the Spurs in that game to win game 3 inside a hostile turned somber Madison Square Garden audience. Stephon Castle added 23 points with 5 rebounds along with 5 dimes as the road teams won all 3 games of the NBA Finals thus far. Now, that game basically was overshadowed by the commander-in-chief, the 45th to 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump, entertaining, being there, looking like a king and waving to the crowd from a press box on high, when in the middle of the third quarter, right next to James Dolan. Why did you come to the game? I'm like, Lord have mercy. mercy.
You know what the bad part is? You know what the bad part about it is? Coach Johnson did that last week just because of that.
Yes, because it was going to happen. I'm like, this dude's going to fall asleep in the game. I didn't say it then, but I was thinking, I was like, this dude's going to fall asleep in the middle of the game.
You ain't say you actually did it.
Well, he's going to fall asleep. Yeah, that's actually how I ended last week's episode. Yeah. Because I was like, this dude going to fall asleep, and did. I'm like, man, why did you even entertain coming to the game? Pissed me off. Shut down all of Madison Square Garden. Just messed it all up.
Okay.
And Dustin Henry, the other half of No Credentials Acquired, he says, look, we are back to our regular nights, which is Tuesday. He thanks you for the shout out.
All right. Thank you for that. That was game 3.
2-1, Knicks. Now, could the Spurs knot it up at 2 in game 4? Well, yes, they did. Flagrant foul? Oh, yeah.
I don't need no setup for this whatsoever. Mr. Johnson, I'm sorry, but I have to take you off the screen for this.
No. I'm sitting back and watching this. Give it to him.
Let me do this here. San Antonio Spurs. You had a 29-point lead in game 4. In the second half. And Charles Barkley said it was the dumbest organization to play basketball. Mike Rilbine said it was the dumbest played basketball he has ever witnessed in covering the sport. And we talking decades from Mike Rilbine.
40 years.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Dre, he loves everything New York, but he also loves the Spurs. So this is the moment he's been waiting on, and this is what I'm finna do. Look here, I don't give a damn if you're 22, you're 21, you're 31. I don't give a damn what your age is. I don't care if you was in the Spurs or not. You know, at every freaking level of playing basketball, you don't blow a 29-point lead. And you also know you don't shoot 8 straight threes with more than 10 seconds on the shot clock. That's what they mean by stupid basketball. All these people around here want to give excuse. They're young. They're inexperienced. You don't excuse that. Games 1 and 2, we excuse. Okay, they're young. They got to the finals. They didn't know it. They didn't understand the magnitude of it. And you lost both games at home. We'll give you the younger excuse for games 1 and 2 in San Antonio. But game 4, you gets no excuse. Because of you, dummies. And by the way, just for you, Cole. I made that just for you. With the Wembanyama, who's in who's at now?
Victor, you shouldn't have done that, son.
You did that in the first half, and the OG said, well, hey, De'Aaron Fox, I'm going to block your shot. Oh, and let me get the tip in. And then Jalen Brunson said, I'll finish it off in the very next game. All because you dummies wanted to shoot threes like you was the San Antonio Celtics. If you paid attention to the Celtics, why did not make it back to the NBA Finals within the last 2 years? Because they wanted to shoot goddamn threes all the goddamn time. You know, Cole Johnson. Mm-hmm. The San Antonio Spurs shot 17 threes in the second half of game 4.
Oh, you get into my favorite stat of this game.
You know how many threes they hit in the second half?
Was it one?
They hit 3.
3.
You know how many of those 17 threes was taken with more than 12 seconds on the shot clock?
12.
Do you know how many of them threes they hit in that one?
1.
Dumbasses. On the biggest stage possible. You want to play the dumbest basketball. that anybody has ever freaking seen.
Well, they thought they had that game in hand. They figured, okay, well, we are up 81-52. Yeah, this game is now tied. This series is now tied at 2. We got home court back. San Antonio, here we come, baby. Saturday night.
By the way, the team that you did it against is the same team who was down 22 with 7 minutes to go in the game. And that was the Cleveland. What do you think 29 with the whole second half is going to do to them? If they can come back from 22 with 7 minutes in the game, you idiots should have learned that. But no. Just shoot threes. And Victor, you got your ass punked. First half, it was all fun and games, wasn't it? Until the second half happened. Come on, what happened in the second half? You scored 41 points in the first quarter. You scored 35 in the second. How many points you scored in the entire second half? I give you a clue. It's less than 41. I give you another clue. It's less than 35.
30?
30 damn points, 2 quarters combined. You scored more points in the first quarter and the second quarter than you did the entire second half. What the hell, San Antonio? And by the way, those of you who want to get on De'Aaron Fox, did y'all really look at the play and understand why De'Aaron Fox made the choice that he made? Because Cole, when he said it to me, I had to think about it. I'm like, because I didn't see it. And then I had to think about it. Y'all do realize when he actually got full control of the ball, he was like a step away from the bucket. You want to complain about the turnovers and the shooting performances, you can do that. But when it comes to this particular game 4, when Anunoby got the block, that's more credit to Anunoby than giving blame to De'Aaron Fox, because De'Aaron Fox was damn near when he got Cole Johnson. When De'Aaron Fox actually got the ball, he was at the low block.
Yeah, he was like a step away from the from actually going up with the ball in the layup. Yeah,
that's what I can't blame De'Aaron Fox for. OG hustled his ass down the court to make sure that ball didn't go up.
But, and I'm with you on that, but Fox, I think, is catching wreck because I think people would expect that type of move from Wembanyama, from Castle, from Vassell, from Harper. Since Fox was a veteran, people were basically saying he should know, drain the clock, that type of thing. But
they didn't look at the actual exact play. That man was literally a step away from the bucket when he finally got the ball. It wasn't like he drove the ball all the way down and then go for a layup. He had to run to catch the ball. And when he got it, he pretty much right there by the goal. He didn't think Anunoby would be that fast to get back to him. But De'Aaron Fox, that's another subject. Matter of fact, I'm going to say De'Aaron Fox too when we finish talking about the NBA Finals. But for game 4, you dumb nuts of San Antonio. Who's in whose ass now? Because you dumbasses. This game right here, and you heard what I said. Here's my take on this game right here. This game is the reason why the New York Knicks able to finish y'all off in 5. Because let's go back 2-2 to San Antonio. Me and Cole Johnson both believe that series would have been different. And there's no way you convince me otherwise, because 2-2 instead of 3-1, it's a whole different ball game, especially when you're the team that has 2 out of 3 in your own building.
And you have momentum going into that game.
It's painful now, ain't it, Wemby? It better be painful. Because guess what? Because of y'all dumbass collapse, OG and Anunoby getting a statue. If not one of these plays, maybe both of these plays. Because that was a historic ass comeback that the New York Knicks did. in grand fashion. And out of all arenas they had to do it in, it had to be Madison Square Garden, which used to be a house of horrors for the home team. Good job, San Antonio. Brilliant job.
Now for the stats themselves, the Spurs had an 80. Well, they had a 71-42 lead in the second quarter and 81-52 lead in the third. Before the Knicks decided to close out the game on a 55-25 run en route to a 107-106 victory, putting the Knicks up 3-1. Victor Wembanyama, he finished the game with 24 points, 13 boards, 3 blocks, and a flagrant foul, which probably would be what you would call the catalyst to the comeback for the Knicks. Here's a program misnomer here. Actually, Jalen Brunson had 36 points with 5 boards and 7 dimes. OG Anunoby, he chipped in with 33. As both of those gentlemen led the way with the Knicks, with basically pulling them and willing them to a dub. And shout out to Mike Brown with the decision of making the Knicks backcourt small, adding Alvarado in there to go alongside Brunson, which just threw everything out of whack for the Spurs defensively. The Knicks, they completed the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history and one of the biggest comebacks in NBA playoff history, erasing the 29-point deficit. So now the Knicks up 3-1. Do they close it out, or can the Spurs win 3 games in a row to take victory out of jaws of defeat? And no, sir. No, sir. 94-90, the final score. The Knicks cinch it all and win the NBA championship. We'll touch on that in a moment. Jalen Brunson, out of the 94 points, he scored 45 of them in this game with 3 rebounds and 3 assists. For a losing effort, Dylan Harper, who is nobody's rookie no more. Best game until the end of this series. 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 dimes. Brunson, he put the team on his back, and he brought them to NBA glory. And the Knicks, now they captured the Larry O'Brien Trophy for the first time since the beginnings of May 1973. And ladies and gentlemen, Playmaker was not even thought of when the Knicks won the championship last. I was a mere maybe 2 weeks old, if 2 weeks, since they last held the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the air. Now, here's the biggest thing about this series. The Spurs, they had double-digit leads in every single game. You would think, all right, so they got bounced 4-1. This must have been a rout, right? No. In fact, the Spurs, if I'm not mistaken, I think they led almost 3/4 of all 5 games. But they still came up short 4 games. Game 1, they coughed up a 14-point lead. Game 2, they coughed up a 12-point lead. Game 5, they coughed up a 16-point lead. Game 3, they coughed up a 12-point lead, but they came back to win it. And then, of course, the historic collapse, had a 29-point lead twice. And in 4 of those 5 games, the Spurs gave you L's.
You want to go a little deeper? Let's go a little deeper. Check this graphic out.
It just goes to show this just goes to show why I said is correct. You had a team who played all 48 minutes, or at least invested in all 48 minutes. The Spurs came out hot all 5 games, but they sort of coasted the rest of the way. It's proof right there. And I'm actually surprised. I thought it'd be a bigger disparity in between the Knicks and the Spurs from the second on down. But even though this was a 5-game series, this was a gentleman's sweep by the Knicks. This series actually was pretty close and contested because every game except for the first one was decided by single digits, and the first one would have been decided by single digits. But the Spurs just couldn't buy a bucket late in game 1. But I agree with the bottom text. Championships are won when you have a team that's invested to play all 48 minutes, or if we're calling WNBA all 40.
I'm gonna keep this right here, Mr. Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I got some player stats. Who you want? What players you want to hear from?
Okay, let me see. I want to hear Stephon Castle.
The Stephon Castle, 73 points, 27 rebounds, 21 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block.
Because outside of 2 times the free throw line in game 3, I really think that his overall production hurt the Spurs. Because he should have been a bigger presence than he was. Now, the one that until game 5, they didn't have an answer for, Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper, I didn't get to Dylan Harper. I did all the starters.
Okay.
Because that's what I believe this series was won with the starters.
Oh, I agree. But to your point, that's why I mentioned Harper's name, because he was more effective than every other starter the Spurs had, at least on the offensive end, other than Wembanyama. And in certain cases, he was even more effective than Wembanyama was.
Because remember, we did our NBA matches. We just focus on the starters. We didn't focus on the bench.
Well, that's true. Okay, we'll go with Victor Wembanyama.
130 points in the series, 56 rebounds, 13 assists, 5 steals, and 18 blocks.
The stat that I circle is the rebounds.
56. I knew that.
Mm-hmm. That's the stat I circle. Here he's the biggest, maybe not the strongest, and maybe not with the most girth, but he is the tallest player in the series. And you mean tell me he can only average 10 plus rebounds against a team that is somewhat smaller? I mean, yeah, you got Mitch Robinson, you got Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, speaking of which, his counterpart, 65 points, 53 rebounds, 12 assists, 7 steals, and 5 blocks.
Now, I would get on Karl Anthony Towns. However, what I loved about him in this scenario, in this series, is his focus was more, I want to tire out Wembanyama. So if I don't get 30 points, so be it. If I don't get 20, so be it. And then on top of it, he ended up being a point center. So his role
and only had 3 less rebounds than Victor.
Right. So his role sort of morphed from game 1 to game 5. So he actually ended up becoming a point center, and he freed up one Jalen Brunson to actually be freer offensively. So I'm not gonna clown Cat for not having the points, but you said it right there. He offset almost all of Wembanyama's rebounding total, and he ended up being a point center. He ended up being he ended up being the guy where the offense ran through. and took the pressure off of Jalen Brunson.
Anybody else?
Well, you might as well say Brunson, who ended up being the NBA 2026 NBA Finals MVP.
163 points, 21 rebounds, 23 assists, 10 steals.
So the Spurs defensively did okay with Brunson not being able to get others involved when he had the ball. So they did okay there, but they had no answer for when Brunson played off the ball. And you saw that in the second half of game 4, and you saw that in all of game 5. They did not have an answer for him when he played off the ball. And I think that adversely affected Castle and probably even Vassell and Fox in trying to chase down, hamper, and thwart whatever Brunson could do. Now, give me what De'Aaron Fox did.
64 points, 15 rebounds, 30 assists, 7 steals, 4 blocks.
Now, play 5 games. This is the point guard of the Spurs, correct?
Yes.
You said 30 assists?
30 assists.
Now, I get that this is a selfless team to a degree, and they sort of share the wealth, but considering that Fox has more experience than the rest of the Spurs, he should not average 6 assists in this series. You got a 7'3" guy. You can have 6 assists to him by himself in a game. Come on, you mean to tell me you're not wise enough to throw up at least 2 or 3 alley-oops? I mean, you all did it the series before against the Thunder. What happened in this series? Because with the points, I didn't think Fox was going to be. I didn't think he was going to factor in the points.
That's the problem that I have. Because you was coming in to help Victor be the second best player on the team. And you can only give me 12, 13 points a game in the finals? This is the NBA Finals.
I'm not surprised about that. You were only able to.
Not surprised. Not surprised. Disappointed.
I'm not disappointed there. I'm but your statement is correct. Fox should have been the second best player on the Spurs. But I'm not disappointed with the points. I'm disappointed with the assists. That should have been at least at no less than 9, if not 10. Because that team's talented enough to where you can get other people shots where they like it on the floor. But you only gave them 6 in the game. Now, you pair that with the 12 points, and that is gravely disappointing. You have to make an impact somehow. Either you have to give me 20 points or you got to give me 10 dimes. But you can't do neither one, and he did neither one. The player to me that I think, even though he did not end up winning the MVP, to me, he was the best player in this series. OG Anunoby.
OG Anunoby, to me, the second best player on the New York Knicks. 106 points, 24 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 steals, 7 blocks.
Now, I want you to understand something.
Oh, and by the way, before you continue on, he scored double digits in every single game.
Yeah, I was going to say that. He started to make more of an offensive impact as the series went along. That's 1. 2, the impressive parts for me is the number of blocks and the number of steals. So this guy wasn't just doing stuff on the offensive end. He was a big presence on the defensive end, and he made life hard for the Spurs. Most surprisingly, he made life hardest for one Victor Wembanyama. That to me is where the series is won and lost. Wembanyama was sort of he was sort of taken down a peg by Cat, but he was worn out by Anunoby because he got dragged so far out the paint, made life easier for the Knicks to penetrate and to have defense, have offense down low.
I'm gonna say this again. You see these two pictures right here on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
At least one of them gonna be a statue outside of Madison Square Garden.
I won't be surprised if both of them do.
Because guess what?
Because both, to me, both are equally awesome. Both awesome plays. Both of them were.
Because without this collage right here of OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson, he might go for 45, but he wouldn't have been a closeout game. Mm-hmm. And who knows what San Antonio would have done if they knew they had another opportunity.
Oh, and for those who said that Anunoby fouled Fox on that block, no sir. Don't miss me with that. I'm not even a Knicks fan or a Spurs hater. No sir, miss me with that. That wasn't a foul. That was a clean block.
So
that an impressive one at that.
There you go, Mr. Johnson. San Antonio Spurs, 386 points from the starters, 159 rebounds, 87 assists, 24 steals, and 27 blocks. Well, we know where the blocks came from, so.
Yeah, mostly Wembanyama, yeah.
386 points from the starters.
Mm-hmm.
That means you got 77 points from your starters if you're San Antonio Spurs.
Mm-hmm. Which isn't bad. It could have been better, though.
You got 32 rebounds from the Spurs and 17 assists as a team.
Yeah, it's okay.
But this is the finals. This is the finals, so okay doesn't cut it.
That's why I say it that way. It's okay, but that's a huge reason as to why they faltered.
For the Knicks starters, 424 points, 165 rebounds, 80 assists, 34 steals, and 16 blocks. What's that on average, Playmaker? Well, the Spurs starters scored 84, close to 85 points a game.
That's better.
Rebounding. So we're looking at 165. They got 33 rebounds a game.
That's pretty good. For the starters, that's pretty good.
Meaning the Knicks wanted it more.
100. That's exactly what it means.
And you want to know why the Knicks are the champions. That's because they wanted it more.
And I'm with Wise. No, the Spurs didn't give this away. You had a team in the Knicks.
Both statements can be true. It's one of my both statements can be true.
I don't think the Spurs gave it away as much as I believe the Spurs just simply had brain farts and brain lapses.
When you have brain farts
and not just the players, the coaching staff too.
That's my point.
Come on, you have to understand, and to me it goes back to Game 4. You have to understand if you have a 29-point lead in the third quarter, 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. That is when you have to actually say to your players, possessions matter. Drain the clock and get yourself the best shot you can. Don't chunk up threes. Get the best shots you can because you got to force them to trade buckets with you at worst.
I hear everybody say time. I'm not even worrying about time.
No, not time.
Because here's my point.
Management of the ball, management of possession.
The reason why I said it because you brought up time, and I hear about this. If you watch the first half, time wasn't a factor. the Spurs will get open shots.
It was execution. Yeah.
If it's 18 seconds on the clock and Devin Fasters open in the corner for open shot, you take it.
Okay. Here's where I'm with Michael Wilbon on this. When you start to see those BS shots bricking one after another, you got to stop that.
Yeah, you have to stop. But I'm saying if it's ball movement and it leads to an open shot.
Oh no. That is basketball fundamentals. I'm not doubting you on that part. My issue is you have a 29-point lead with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. You got to play a little smarter, and you got to have to understand that every possession counts. And at worst, you want the team you're playing against to trade buckets with you.
Yeah.
At worst.
My thing is when most people say run out the shot clock. Well, guess what? If you run out the shot clock, you must like put yourself in position to not get a best shot.
No, yeah. That's why I say drain clock, but put yourself in the position of getting the best shot you can.
If that best shot comes with 15 seconds on the clock, you take it.
But
it's better for you to take the best shot at 15 seconds on the clock and then have to rush a shot with like 2 seconds on the clock.
The problem, though, not saying you're wrong, but the problem, though, is that's exactly what the Spurs were thinking. Because we set a stat up. We just set a stat. 12 threes they took with 10 or more seconds left on the shot clock. And they only made 1 3 of those 12. They were thinking they had the best shot. We had the ball movement. They went around to the band with the best shot, and they just kept building projects. So then they have to understand possession of what you do matters, and you have to drain clock, and you have to not rush into a shot, because that's the danger that you normally have, especially with a youthful team like that. You pass, and all of a sudden it's 5 seconds, then you start to rush into a shot, and you try to put yourself in position. No, I would probably say to the team, okay, when it gets to 10 seconds, work in a shot, work in a good shot. Once you see the shot clock get to 10, and if you have if you have possessions that will probably take 17 to 20 seconds off the shot clock, I think that we would be talking about a different series. It will be probably talking about a series that's 3-2. I mean, heck, Game 5 was really close. We might be talking about a series that's Game 2 Spurs, 3-2 Spurs, because they had a better understanding of making the possessions count in the second half of Game 4.
It's literally an argument. It's literally an argument that the Spurs could be the reverse could have happened with the Spurs. Literally.
Yeah. But I'm not saying you're wrong. I believe that's how the Spurs were thinking. Yeah, because I can hear the players on the Spurs say, "Well, that's what we did, Playmaker. I mean, we swung the ball around. We got to the man that was wide open. He took a shot. He just kept bricking."
So
sometimes you got to change the philosophies and strategies.
You're not gonna stay hot from 3 for a whole 48 minutes. It never happens.
100.
Mid-range game, people. Mid-range.
Say it again.
Mid-range.
Yes. I mean, why has the game got to be allergic to mid-range jumpers, mid-range hooks, or mid-range action or low block action? Why we have to have a disappearing act of that? It has to be a dunk or a 3 or a layup. Nah.
Mid-range, man. Mid-range. So, sir, go ahead and read the line.
And that chef's kiss, Playmaker. That's exactly what I wanted you to say. So now, what does this mean for the Knicks? Well, the drought that was not winning the Larry O'Brien Trophy since 1973 is over. They captured the trophy, with Jalen Brunson being the Finals MVP. And they finished the postseason with 9 straight road wins and a 16-3 mark, with losing only 1 game after being down 2-1 to the Hawks in the first round.
They lost 1 game in a 2-month span. And they are a team that won every clinching series on the road.
On the road. Yep. One in Atlanta in the first round, one in Philly in the conference semifinals, one in Cleveland in the conference finals, and one in San Antonio in the NBA finals.
To me,
which that is utterly impressive.
And put this up here so
that is utterly impressive.
To me, this is one of the best postseason runs I have ever seen in my life.
Same here.
You later went from down 2-1 with the Hawks having home court.
Mm-hmm.
And you got them up out the paint.
Ooh, boy, did they beat them down in that game 6. Jeez.
And then here comes Philly. We got a rivalry on our hands. And Philly didn't stand a damn chance.
Yeah, the Knicks didn't get that memo.
And then the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, you finally made it to a conference final. You walked in there with James Harden and company, and you smacked them in the mouth. 22-point lead.
For the first 3
quarters. With 7 minutes to go. And then all of a sudden, y'all never recovered.
This series
never recovered. To the point where, to what point Cole Johnson said before Game 4 was to happen, the New York Knicks would be in the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm. Because it's done.
The next time, this man said, literally on the show, the next time you hear us talk about the Knicks, it will be in the NBA Finals.
NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. I most certainly did.
And sure enough, once we got to the second quarter, that game was done.
Totally.
And then San Antonio, y'all could not defend home court to save y'all goddamn lives. The Knicks won all 3 games in San Antonio. I have never seen a team that was on the road to win 3 games on the opposing home court in the NBA Finals.
I have. Because I think the 93 Bulls did it.
I thought home court was supposed to mean something.
It does. But if you're playing the right team or the wrong team, if you're the home court disadvantaged team, it can backfire.
So, to the New York Knicks, congratulations. You are the NBA champions. And you have one of the impressive NBA runs that I have ever seen covering this
One of the most impressive NBA runs in the history of the playoffs.
You celebrate, you do your thing, you earned it.
Yeah. To the video goes the spoils, and congratulations, Knicks. Congratulations, Knicks fan. And enjoy this, because I know for those my age and older, it's been a long time coming. For those under my age, this is the first time ever. And since you all consider yourselves the Mecca of basketball, I think this will mean a whole lot more than when you saw the Giants, the Mets, the Jets, the Yankees, the Rangers, or the Islanders win anything. You all going to act an absolute donkey when the Knicks go down to Canyon Heroes.
If you're watching WWE and not repping your favorite superstar, what are you doing? T-shirts, championship hoodies, this is how you show who you ride with. Whether it's legends or the stars that are running it right now, it's all about representing your side. Hit the link in the description and shop official gear right now through WWE Shop. Every era, every superstar, every fan. Don't just watch, represent.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay, nigga. LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Playmakerz Sports Talk YouTube channel.
This goes to best woman player in the world. You talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the brown liquor. You talk about compromising? Because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry about that. Professionalism. So now the NBA, for the first time since May of 1973, is under orange and blue skies. Congratulations to the New York Knickerbockers, Knicks fan, and to the victor, go all the spoils. Now, to the team that isn't hoisting up a Larry O'Brien trophy, to the San Antonio Spurs. Well, this was a wonderful season for you. I'm proud of you. People did not think that you would ascend to the NBA Finals in such a short time with the young group of talent that you have, with Victor Wembanyama being only 22 and Stephon Castle being only 21 and Dylan Harper being only 20. It looks like the future is bright for that team. And then you have Mitch Johnson at only 39 leading you there as head coach. So the future is bright, and you celebrated with vigor. You celebrated with oomph when you beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in a riveting 7-game series. Little did you all know that you were playing a team that just was a little bit hungrier than you were, and they were more poised than you were. So, I would poke fun at you, Spurs fan, but Knicks fan beating you down, that was pretty good. That was good enough. I don't have to beat you down. However, truth does have to be told. And so when you all were walking out of Forest Bank Center Saturday night, that's how you looked. Heads hanging low, heads hanging down. And we were hearing an arena that almost sounded as though we were in Madison Square Garden, but deep in the heart of Texas. The Knicks showed you what happens when you have a team that is focused, that is centered upon doing what they need to do in getting the job done and doing it with a singular focus. They, as Wise actually said early in the show, quite admirably and quite correctly, They invested in playing 48 minutes. They did not stop. They were not going to quit until you saw 4 zeros on the clock and the number 4 in under the quarter banner, meaning there's no time remaining. And they exhausted every single second you possibly can muster. But this is a good learning experience for you, Spurs. You might be able to rule the Western Conference for a long time. It is quite possible that you might have a run that might equal that of your predecessors that were led by Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker, and being coached by Greg Popovich. You might actually have a run in you that could equal theirs. Am I saying you're there now? You're not even close. But you have to have that learning lesson, that punch in the gut that made you say, we don't want this taste anymore. And although the Knicks didn't have this taste in the finals before, this group, I mean, they did suffer being ousted by the Pacers in the conference semifinals 2 years ago and by the Pacers in the conference finals 1 year ago. So they slowly advanced step by step in incremental ways, and they got to here, and they played an inexperienced team. Now, you might suffer. You might suffer a little bit from your own city. They might say, you're not Duncan. You're not Ginobili. You're not Parker. You're not David Robinson. You're not Sean Elliott. Heck, we'd much rather have him come back on the court and suit up instead of being the color commentary for the radio program for the Spurs. You might suffer that. But chin up. You all have what it takes to win the NBA championship. You have it in you. You have the talent. You have the talent. You have the ability. You have the skill set. You just didn't have the ability to play under pressure. They say that pressure does one of two things to a coal. Either the pressure makes you a diamond or it crushes you into coal dust. Well, let's just say that when the pressure was applied onto you, you all did not turn into diamonds. You all ended up being the dust of coal that, unfortunately, pressure would do if you put too much on it. But take heart, though, Spurs fan. Take heart, Spurs organization. You have a history of championships. You have a history of playing the right way. You have a history of making sure that you don't make these cardinal mistakes again. And now you have the experience of what it's like when you don't. Now, I have to say, it's not the Spurs that has to eat crow. Yours truly has to eat crow too. You see, back in October, I fashioned this wonderful image right here. And yes, I was doing it to sort of needle my boy Wise. And he got a laugh. And he said F you to me. But he knew it was all in good fun. And so before he gives it to me, I'm going to give it to myself. So yes, I had that ready, primed, and willing, and showed it to him every now and then. And I actually said the Knicks were going to win the East this year. I actually did say that. I saw them in the finals. I did not think they were going to beat the Thunder because I didn't have the Spurs making it to the finals. I had the Thunder making the finals. But I did think they had a chance to actually beat the Spurs, although I didn't pick them. I'll admit that too. But I had to eat crow. I didn't think the Knicks would actually hoist up the Larry Bryant Trophy for the first time in 53 years. And so, Wise, when you do watch this back, just know I'm clowning my own doggone self. You get to gloat. You get to be happy. You get to be just like those other annoying Knicks fans that want to blow up cars and shoot fireworks in the middle of downtown Manhattan and blow up buses and beat down Spurs fans in the middle of the street. I do mean to the victor go the spoils. You earned it. You deserved it. And you're now here. This is your time to shine, and shine you shall. So, Wise, when you watch this back, sir, just know I'm taking that L. And you deserve that W, my man. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to Dre. Congratulations to all other Knicks fans that I do know, and I know a few. But Knicks fan, this is for you. I tip my cap to you. You deserve it. It's all yours. But to the Spurs, I want you to see this image or see these images. I want you to see it well. Understand this within your heart. If you want to be where the Knicks are, don't make the mistakes that you did in this series, and you will be where the Knicks are as soon as next year. But if you're going to crush yourselves under the pressure, you're going to be feeling this way yet again. But look on the other side. Look at that team play as a unit. That is how a championship team should look. But the Western Conference champs, you all are looking like this right now. Now, the Spurs, Spurs organization, you're fine. San Antonians, I think they're not upset that you lost. They're just disappointed because y'all were supposedly more talented than, from 1 to 15, more talented than the Knicks were. Well, this series proved that talent doesn't always win. And as for me, I got to eat that crow. My gosh. And I had a ball. Put this up there every now and then. Just switch it to this. I'm like, this is a pipe dream. The joke's on me. So, Wise, when you do watch this back, I want you to know, my man, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. And no, I'm eating that crow and taking that L. And Spurs, do the best you can to get back to here next June. You have the team, you have the talent, you have the coach, and you have the organization that could back you, and you have a crazed sports fandom that will be with you in lockstep every moment of the way. But we're going to celebrate the Knicks, and I'm going to eat this crow while the Knicks and Knicks fans celebrate. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Shooting Lights Out. I hope you enjoyed what you heard and what you have seen and what announcements we have given you. You can follow the Playmaker on so many different platforms, but mostly you can follow him on the Playmakerz Network YouTube channel and the Playmakerz LinkedIn page. You can also follow Wise Alefe under the Real Wise Global label. RealWiseGlobal.com is where you can find him, whether it's his own business, Poppy J and Wise Alefe, Stuck in My Mind, or Mentality, which will make its return. And as for yours truly, just watch out for me wherever you can find me. But you can start with Mentality and Shooting Lights Out, and in August, Bearing Down the Gridiron, but that is for August. But that ends this program for the Playmaker. I am Cole Johnson, here to say to you adieu, and don't let the iron in your life be unkind. We will see you next Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, or a little bit before then, as we cover everything WNBA and the NBA draft on Shooting Lights Out. So long, everybody.
You've done good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win.